Poetics by Aristotle. About the author. Aristotle is a Greek philosopher. He is a student of Plato for 20 years and teacher of Alexander. He is a towering figure in ancient Greek philosophy, has made important contributions to logic, criticism, rhetoric, physics, biology, psychology, mathematics, metaphysics, and politics. He has written about 200 works. He is known as the father of Western philosophy. Aristotle's view on imitation in poetry. Aristotle says poetic imitation is not a mere act of servile copying, but it is an act of imaginative creation by the poet. The poet draws his material from the phenomenal world. He makes something new out of it. Aristotle says that the principle of imitation unites poetry with the other fine arts. While Plato had equated poetry with painting, Aristotle equates it with music. Poetry becomes a representation of passions and emotions of men, which are also imitated by music. Thus, Aristotle enlarged the scope of imitation. The poet imitates not the surface of things, but the higher reality embedded within. As the emotions are also the objects of imitation of music, poetry has close affinities with music. It is a mistake to compare poetry with painting, as Plato did, but it is more akin to music. Imitation as medium and manner. Aristotle says epic poetry and tragedy, comedy, and also dirhythmic poetry, as also the music of flute and lyre in most of their forms, are in their general conception modes of imitation. They differ from one another in three aspects. They are medium, objects, manner or mode of imitation. Thus, the medium of poet and the painter are different. The one imitates through form and color, and the other through language, rhythm, and harmony. In this way, poetry is nearer to music than painting. Further, the manner of poet may be purely narrative, as in epic, or representation through action, as in drama. Thus, different kinds of poetry differ from each other in their manner of imitation. Even dramatic poetry is differentiated into tragedy and